introduce to a short presentation. And my name is Krista Sukup. I'm with Blue Cottage Agency. I'm Julie's publicist. And we just want to thank you for coming and celebrating with Julie and for supporting her debut book. Well, sort of, yeah. Debut book. And just to let you know that this book was made possible by a grant from the Five Wings Arts Council with the funds from the McKnight Foundation. Wow. Thank you, voters, for voting always for supporting the arts.
Yes.
We want to thank them. We want to thank the Brainerd Public Library for having us be able to host this event here. I want to introduce Chip and Jean Borkenhagen, who are the publishers and designers of the book. Do you want to wave or stand, or did Jean just walk out of the room?
No, I just...
Oh, there she is! And Jean's little mini granddaughter back there, adorable, and daughter Jessie is here.
And I just want you to know that this has Nora's seal of approval, her granddaughter, so...
Yes, she was the official beta reader of the whole project, so she had a lot to do with this book. With that, I want to introduce Julie. She's going to speak a little bit, and then she's actually going to read the book to you. And you can see her illustrations up there. Are those the originals, Julie?
Those are prints.
Those are prints of the originals. As you may or may not know, she is so talented and did the illustration as well as writing the book, which is really unusual in the industry, and we're just really proud of Julie. So welcome, Julie.
Wow, this is so cool. I had nightmares that I was going to have this and no one was going to show up. I'm not kidding you. I really did. So this is, oh wow, thanks to Friends of the Library for sponsoring this. I have to tell you this, I've come a long way from being kicked out of the adult section in the library when I was a kid, so that's a good thing. I promise not to make this like too long, but finally, this book's been about 18 months in the making from the time I started to the time that I had hard copy in my hand. So, and sort of finally, because I've been thinking about doing this since I was about, I don't know, 30 years old or something like that. Although, you know, I'm not a whole lot older now, but some of us are just slower, but timing's everything, right? So, I was at Jan Kurtz's Brown Bag last week, and Jan is bilingual in English and Spanish, and I'm not. But that got me to thinking that in all the traveling I've done, there are two words that have gotten me through when I couldn't really speak the other languages very well. So I'm going to give you all the ones I know. Vielen Dank, Mangas Tak, Grazie. See, my accent's pretty good, right? Dziękuję. Arigato gozaimasu. And I'm probably most fluent that last one is your schnauzer, okay? Yeah. So there's lots of people that this wouldn't have happened without their help. So first of all, before I forget anything, those of you who are enjoying all these good baked cookies, you can thank Sharon Carlson in the back. Otherwise, it would have been Costco cookies. So. And one of the people that really got me going on this is Julie Guth, who's a fabulous artist, has illustrated 2 children's books herself, and has always encouraged me to develop my art. But she does honest critiques, which is like the best possible combination. And then her grandkids, Katya and Kellen, came up with the book title. We adults spent months trying to figure out a title for this book. Couldn't come up with anything we liked. I gave it to them, and in a weekend, or maybe a day, they came up with the title. So what you see there is their doing. Dan Hegstad, who's doing videography. And I also took the photo of Baily and me that appears in the book, and a whole bunch of other cool photos too. Dan, I should say, is a really talented videographer, and he has a documentary out on the Burlington Northern.
Oh, Julie.
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry.
Northern Pacific.
The Northern Pacific. I'm sorry. A railroad's a railroad to me. What can I say? I shouldn't have said it.
There's a body blow.
Anyway, and is working on another one on ox carts, the history of ox carts in mainly Minnesota. Okay. Did I screw that one up too?
You did a good job. As long as there's no one here from North Dakota and Manitoba that you left out.
I said mostly
Mostly,
Minnesota.
okay.
Chip and Jean Borkenhagen, there's no way I could have done this without the great design and the hand-holding, and I hope that Chip hasn't rued the day that about 4 years ago when he told me, oh, when you get your children's book done, get a hold of me. So I'm hoping he doesn't regret that. Let's see. Krista, of course, she's held my hand and walked me through this whole process, which is brand new to me. And last but not least, certainly not least, is Louis Selesky, who has put up with my endless sharing of book publishing minutiae, right? My fluctuating confidence, and my cursing of various electronic devices. Not the least of which is yesterday was the swear.
And it's her birthday.
Pardon?
Louise's birthday.
It was yesterday.
Close enough.
Louise's birthday yesterday. So,
You're going backwards, right?
yeah, she's gonna go backwards now, that's true. So, I just want to do a little shout out to, there's a lot of other really good authors in this area. So I just want to do a shout out. Some of them are here. So just raise your hand if you're here. Daryl Peterson. Yeah, back there. Jan Kurtz. Is Julie Joe here? Not yet. Julie Joe Larson. Jack Periwinkle. Yeah. So now, if you talk to them afterwards, I bet you can get a copy and you'll take care of all of your holiday shopping.
Oh, Jan is here.
And Dan.
Jan.
Jan? Oh, Jan's here. Okay, yes, I know.
Tom Weber's here.
Pardon?
Tom Weber's here.
Oh, and Tom, yes, I just met Tom for the first time. Tom Weber, back there. So, I just wanted to let you know that I wrote the book because for me, always, but particularly as a kid, books were magic. They took me places that you couldn't go physically, especially when you're a kid, you know? And I wanted to recreate some of that magic for kids now. Took me a long time, as I said, to get to this point, but happy I did. I am at work on a second book. This will be about my current Schnauzer, because Baily unfortunately crossed the Rainbow Bridge before this was published. But this is how I keep her with me, though, is this book. So the next book is about my current Schnauzer, Nikki, and it will be titled, and I'm not going to tell you the layout because it's kind of unique. It's going to be Nikki the Naughty and Nikki the Nice. Based on some really interesting stuff that's happened. So, all right, this is Baily's Big Spirit. Oh, hello. I thought I heard someone opening this book. My name is Baily. I am a miniature Schnauzer. Schnauzers got our name because we have these beautiful beards. I think my beard is my best feature. But my eyebrows are pretty cool too. My great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandmother and my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather were born in southern Germany. That's where the name Schnauzers come from. Germany, birthplace of Schnauzers. Little known fact, it's the only terriers that originated outside of the British Isles. The three things I like best are chasing squirrels out of my yard, eating, and snuggling with my people. This is me with my best friend, Spirit. Spirit and I were not always friends. I didn't even like her at first. When I first met Spirit, she was a small puppy. Not nearly as small as I was as a puppy, but still little. She smelled like milk, which I liked, but she had no manners at all. She jumped on me and chewed my ears. Her teeth were very sharp, like little needles. I did not like that. I am a grown-up dog and much older than Spirit, but she treated me like another puppy, and that wasn't cool. She broke the most important canine code: respect older dogs. The canine code also says that older dogs should teach younger dogs what they need to know. So I had to show Spirit that she could not be disrespectful. But then something terrible happened. Spirit grew big. Not just a little big, but very big. I don't like big dogs. They are scary. Well, most of them anyway. And here, Spirit and Baily had did their little paw prints and asked me to draw in the rest of it to show the difference in size. Yeah. She doesn't like dogs. That's her little drawing down there. That's because two big dogs did very bad things when I was young. One big dog tried to mess with my mom. I was sure he was going to bite her. It's my job to protect her, so I jumped between the mean dog and my mom. The other big dog tried to bite my head. I was very scared, but I pretended to be fierce. I snapped back at the other dog. It was close. My mom's friend had to rescue me. But then I stopped thinking about the big mean dogs. I thought about Spirit instead. She's not mean at all. In fact, she's very sweet. Spirit isn't much like me, and she doesn't like some of the things I like. She doesn't like to chase squirrels. And she doesn't especially like to eat. I think that's weird. What dog doesn't like to eat? But Spirit does like to snuggle, and she'll snuggle with me. So I thought a lot. I decided that it's okay that Spirit is big. And it's okay that she's different than I am. It's okay because Spirit is nice. She's nice to me. She's nice to my sister, who is a cat. Yeah, I know. A dog with a cat sister is strange. But no one asked me if I wanted a sister, especially a cat. But she's cool for a cat. There are 3 of them. And that's why Spirit and I are best friends. The end. So this is based on 2 very real dogs. My dog, and really Spirit was her best friend. She's her friend's and neighbor's dog. She's a golden doodle, so pretty good sized. And really the incidents, I took a little bit of liberty with some of them, but mostly it's really basically a true story. Cool. Oh, thank you all for coming and sharing this. This is so exciting.
Julie. Anybody have any questions for Julie?
Making the drawing.
And then we'll do the drawing too. We also are, if you want to buy an extra book, we have a teacher here. Right? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Who is going to take them back to
The elementary schools.
the elementary schools in Brainerd.
Yeah.
In
And hopefully
Brainerd.
we'll get her in to do to read to the kids.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So there's a bag, maroon bag back there. If you want to buy a copy for the elementary schools, you can purchase one and put it in the bag, and then we'll get it back. And I also, let's do, and if you want to bring a dog treat home, make sure you bring get a dog treat home, and then we'll do the drawing. Can I have me do a drawing?
Julie, was there really a big dog incident where you got?
Oh, both those were accurate incidents, yes indeed. One was a very large German Shepherd, and the other one was some kind of large dog mixed with a pony, I think. It was huge. It was in an obedience, an obedience class.
That might be a whole new story.
Yeah. Scary.
Okay, now what does we need to tell them what they're gonna win.
Okay,
It's a big deal.
so people just put stuff in there automatically? I could give them something really strange.
I know, you know what you're signing up for.
Right. So, one of those prints, whichever one you like, and I'll sign it. There's also some in the back, so you can peruse them. They're all from the book. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Alright.
You didn't have to hold it up very high.
I know.
Ginger, cop.
Oh, right here.
All right. You can pick and I'll make sure.
I already know which one.
Oh, all right. Good
She
deal.
already knows which one she wants. And if there's no other last questions, thank you. Oh, Daryl's got a question.
Yeah, Julie, you lost Baily. Baily's gone now across the rainbow. Are you going to include that in your next book?
Probably not, because the theme of the book is really, it's really different. It's essentially, it's about how my dog, she was a puppy, she was a challenging puppy, and how she could do all these naughty things, but her people still love her. And then when she's nice, her people love her. So, yeah, kind of good things, I think, for kids. And I mean, she did some naughty stuff. Oh, yeah.
Expensive naughty stuff.
Expensive naughty stuff. She probably destroyed over $1,000 worth of things over the course of her puppyhood.
Conservative estimate.
Yeah,
We
probably.
have a question in the back.
Yeah.
So for school, I'm writing too. What is the main thing you gotta do in writing a book?
What is the main thing? What?
You gotta do to write a good book.
You have to really be interested in what you're writing. I think that's the main thing. If you are, then it's just a matter of figuring out how you want to tell that to other people.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks, that was a
Great
great
question.
question. Yes,